Hi guys, good morning. Thank you for selecting this video. My name is Jazmin. Today we have an exciting video and we are going to be planting corn. It's pretty nice and cool in the morning, so I think it's a perfect time to plant them. I was going to do the same thing with watermelon and cantaloupe. So I believe this is the one that I planted, but because the temperature kept changing, we had weeks that was pretty nice and warm in the 80s, and then we had other days that it got really low, up to 48 and 49. So I'm like, they're not gonna like it outside. So what I did was I started those, the cantaloupe and the watermelon. I started those early in March indoor, and I just planted them out here in 2 days ago. But today we're gonna start directly from seed planting corn. It's my second year starting corn. So before I get started, I'm gonna give you a little tour quickly, and this is our raised bed. Right here in the middle, we're planning to put another raised bed. I think it's gonna be a 3x5, but in the meantime, we wanna spend all the budget on that. So we did this raised bed, we just added mulch. This mulch was from a pine tree that we had, and they shredded, and we asked if they could leave it here, and that's the mulch we have been using. This raised bed I'm using mostly for flowers. I want to do like a cut flower garden, but I'm going to be using the raised bed right in front of me. So I'm going to flip the camera so you guys get to see it, and I'm going to show you exactly where I have the other the watermelon and the cantaloupe, and where we're going to be placing and adding the corn. But right behind me, you're going to see, I just planted some beans behind me, because in this section here, I want to add like a cattle panel to create kind of like a trellis to see if the beans could go up, and I want to try out to see if the cantaloupe will go up as well. That's exciting. So this is the side you was actually seeing. You see we have a raised bed here, but we want to put a 3x5 right here, so we have a little walkway around. But that's going to be later on. And then this is a section that we just finished doing, setting up, installing, and putting together. And this is where we're going to be adding the corn. Is going to be added right there. And this is where we have the cantaloupe on this section, and the watermelon this section here. I'm still thinking if I should do some other watermelon, since I have other type of seeds. And then on this side is where I added some beans. I just added the seeds and they're doing really good. So since these raised beds are being completed, what I did was with a pencil just marked every 6 inches. So every time I'm gonna plant something, it is 6 inches or 12 inches apart. I'm using that pencil as my guide. And I know that this raised bed right here is a 2x8. And then this is a 3x8, 3x6, 3x8, and a 2x8 right there. So it's pretty easy. I put the measuring tape inside, and from there I'm going to mark every 6 inches and then every inch. So this is a 2x8. So I just did 3 feet, and here it tells you 3 and 6 inches. That way we are precise. 3 feet and 6 inches. Next we do 4 inches, and so on, 4 and 6. So it's all done, and I also did the same thing on this side. It's very helpful. That way I'll know if I'm gonna do it every 6 inches or every feet apart. I think I'm gonna do every 6 inches as well. So here are the seeds. I got these last year because the sweet one was gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these this year. Here's what it says in the back. Days to germ, 7 to 10 days. 1 or 1.5 deep spacing, oh my god, 12 inches apart, and days to harvest 68. And we're supposed to start between March and August, and I'm starting a little late. It's April. I think I'm gonna do 3 rows. I'm gonna do it starting at 6 inches, since this is a 3x8 raised bed. And here they are, here are the corns, but I'm gonna put them 6 inches apart. So I'm just gonna try to do 3 rows in this raised bed. So I'm just gonna put them on top, and then I'm gonna show you, and then we're just gonna add them about 1 inch depth or 1 inch deep. So there's one right here at that line. Then I'm gonna continue the one that's here. So far we have 12 on the top, and I'm just gonna continue. So now that the seeds are here and I could see them, I could see that they're aligned pretty well. I'm just gonna take one. So you see it right there. Just make sure that it's with that line, and then just dig it for about 1 inch deep. And just cover it, and then we're just gonna go ahead and water this. What I'm gonna do is write down today's date. I like to keep track of the days that I started planting every seed. And then I might give you an update 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm going to include that at the end of this week, this video. I'm also going to be showing you more of the other ones that I planted to see how they're looking just a few weeks in. So I finished already planting all the seeds, and because I have, I think, 3 rows left at the end, what I'm going to do is just plant some of squash seeds. I'm excited to try these. I tried last year, but then it got cold really quickly, so I started them really late. So I'm gonna try to do, since it says 18 inches apart, I'm just gonna do it 12 inches. I think I'm just gonna do 3 or 6 seeds total at the end. I don't know if you could see the seeds. There's one, there's another one right there. And I'm just gonna put here, following that one right here, and the other one following that one right here. And I'm gonna do a recap on this raised bed. We have cantaloupes on this side because I wanted to trellis, and then we have the watermelon on this side. I'm deciding if I'm gonna add more watermelon to this side of the raised bed, since it's pretty empty right now. I just finished with both raised bed, actually just going over the other raised bed, but I planted all the corns and squash. What I'm gonna do is give it a few weeks and see how they do, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the results and how they're looking. So I'm gonna post that after this part of the video. So we're starting with the cantaloupe. Yep, that's the squirrel always digging. And some watermelon. We just planted this watermelon recently, and I decided to plant some pumpkins. I believe these are pumpkins, seminole pumpkins that I grew last year. I got seeds, so that's exactly what I planted. I think it was 9 total. Guys, and here's the corn. Oh, there's only a few that did not germinated. I think I'm gonna put seeds in those and then remove that vine that's right there. Oh, there's another vine. And here is the squash. So guys, here's an update a month later since we planted the seeds, and I think they're doing really good. So yeah guys, thank you for selecting this video. Just wanted to take you along our journey. This is our second time growing corn, and we just wanted to do it a little bigger this year and putting the corns on the raised bed. So that's something new and interesting. I also planting squash. I'm excited for that, and I just can't wait to see cantaloupe because I love that, and also watermelon. So I'm just taking you along, and I truly appreciate that you're watching this video and see how our journey is. So until the next one.